Hello everyone, I hope you are keeping well. Very much looking forward to getting back to teaching faces and not screens, hopefully in the near future. But for now, this is what we have, so we will make do with it. And we'll begin in a comfortable seated position. So whatever works for you, try to lean all the way back into your chair and relax your arms, relax your shoulders. If it feels safe for you to do so, you can close down the eyes, maybe resting the palms together, the palms facing upwards and the hands open. And with your eyes closed down, begin to notice your breath. Breathe in and out through your nose. And see if you can slow down your breath. Notice as you breathe in and you breathe out, what parts of the body move with your breath. And think to yourself for a moment where you're holding tension in your body. And see if you can let go of a little bit of tension. Release the body in those places where you might be holding on, feeling stiff, feeling a little bit tight. A few more rounds of breath, seeing if you can slow down the breath even more. Breathing for a little bit longer, breathing a little bit deeper, so you're really encouraging the lungs to work at their full capacity. Clearing out any stale air. You might feel like you need to clear your throat a couple of times, that's perfectly fine. If you do need to cough, clear the throat. As you start to breathe a little bit deeper, a little bit longer, sometimes it can bring up a bit of mucus, a bit of phlegm. And rest your hands back down on the legs, your palms face down, open the eyes back up. Begin to move your head and your neck in a few circles. These might be big circles or small circles. Doesn't really matter here, but just move and notice how the neck feels as you do move. And then reverse the direction, so your head moves the opposite way. And sit as tall as you can in your chairs. You might even be able to take your backs away from the chair slightly if that works for you. If not, stay leaning back into the chair. But as you inhale, start to lift the head, gaze up towards the ceiling. And then breathe out, bring your chin to your chest and feel like you're pulling your chin back so you can really lengthen the back of the neck. Inhale, lift the head, gaze up. Exhale, move the chin in towards you and then down towards the chest, like you're trying to create a few double chins here, so you can stretch the back of the neck. And again, inhale, look up. Exhale, chin in towards you and to the chest. One last time, as you are. The next time your chin comes to your chest, keep it there, but see, can you lift your chest a little bit more so you're staying tall through the spine. And then begin to move your shoulders in some circles. Gently squeezing the shoulder blades towards each other and down the back. Your hands might move on the legs here too. And then lift your head back up and continue to move the shoulders in circles. And you might even get a little bit bigger range of motion with the shoulders this time. Maybe even connecting this movement to your breath, inhaling as you lift up and exhaling as you squeeze the shoulder blades together and down. One last time. And take your arms down by your side, palms face forward. They might be a little bit further in front of you if you don't have the space to reach them all the way down, and you can always keep the arms slightly bent. As you breathe in, make a big circle, reach the arms up overhead. See if you can touch the fingertips. And then breathe out, hands come back down. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. Maybe the fingertips touch. Exhale, bring it back down. A few more times like this. Breathe in, reach the arms up. Maybe one hand goes a little bit higher than the other. That will be perfectly normal. Breathe out, arms back down. As you start to move the arms, can you feel like the movement is becoming a little bit freer? You can start to bring the arms maybe a little bit higher, a little bit wider. Last time, circle the arms up and circle them out to the side, bring them all the way back down. Feel your arms go as heavy as possible, and then shake out the hands, shake out the wrists. Let your arms be relaxed, your wrists be really soft, trying to let go of any tension you might be holding here. And take your right hand to your right leg, left arm comes out to the side. This time stretch up just the left arm, reach the fingers as tall as you can, and when you can't reach any more, start to lean over to your right. You can rest down on the right arm, it might be on the leg, it might be on the arm of the chair, whatever works, but see, can you open here into the left side of the body? And take a little movement with your shoulder, roll that left shoulder back, maybe gaze to your left, and come forward, look forward. Left shoulder comes back, look to your left, and come forward. One last time, reach that left shoulder back, keep reaching high through the fingers, and then come back. Lower your left hand back down. You can either rest it on the arm of the chair if you have one, or rest it on the leg. Right arm out to the side, palm faces forward. Stretch the right arm all the way up to the ceiling. Get as tall as you can through the right side of the body. And when you can't stretch anymore, then slowly start to lean over to your left. Really open here into the right side. See if you can reach a little bit more, maybe lean a little bit more. And the arm can be bent here. You might not get full extension, that's fine. And then bring a little movement into it. Twist your body around to the right slightly, look to the right. Come back to the center. Twice more, turn to the right. Back to the center. And once more, turning to your right. Moving back to the center, releasing the hands down, interlacing your fingers this time. Bring the heels of the hands together and then start to roll your wrists in figure of 8. And try to let the wrists be nice and loose. You might get a few little clicks and pops. You might be able to hear my wrists clicking, right one in particular. And then press your palms forward. So the elbows might be straight or the arms might stay bent. It's your choice, but try to really reach the arms forward, stretching the hands as far away from you as you can. And then see, can you press your backs into the chair a little bit more? Maybe start to bring the chin down to the chest as you lift the arms up and press them forward at the same time. Bend the elbows, lean back into the chair, and then reach the arms up overhead. You might keep a big deep bend in the elbows. Maybe the arms can start to extend all the way up towards straight. Stretching into the backs of the arms, into the shoulders. Then release the hands all the way down again. Shake them out. Let your hands go nice and loose. Release any tension here. And then take your left hand rested on the left leg. Use your chair for support. So lean back into it and take the support of the chair. As you breathe in this time, left arm reaches straight out in front of you. The fingers are going to reach forward in line with the shoulder. Then open the left arm to the side, just as much as you have the space to do so. Reach the left arm forward again and lower the hand back down to the knee. Left arm lifts in line with the shoulder. Open it out to the side. Bring it back to the center. Lower it down. Left arm lifts. Open it out. Come back to the middle, lower down. One last time on this left side, lift the arm up, reach it out to your left. Try to keep it in line with the shoulder if that is possible for you. Bring it back to the center, release it down. On the right side, start off with your right hand on your knee. Lift the right arm up until it comes in line with your shoulder. Try to keep it in line with the shoulder. Try to keep it straight as you open it out to the sides, to your right. Bring it back to the center. Lower down. Lift the arm up. Reach it out to your right. Bring it back. Lower down. Twice more. Right arm lifts. Open it out to the right. Try to just move the arms so you're not moving the upper body here. Upper body staying really still. Bring it back to the center. Lower it down. And the last time, right arm lifts. Open it out. Bring it back to the middle. Lower it down. Roll the shoulders a few times and just notice if one side felt a little bit different to the other. That's perfectly normal that we would have one side feeling a little bit tighter, maybe a little bit more open than the other. Take both arms out in front of you and keep a little soft bend in the elbows. This time, as you reach the arms out, bend the elbows so your fingers stay pointing forward. And then reach the hands forward. See if you can get the thumbs to touch. Keep your elbows high, move them back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Reach the arms forward, thumbs touch. Elbows back, keep them high as you squeeze the shoulder blades. Reach the arms forward, bring the thumbs to touch. Twice more, elbows back, squeeze the shoulder blades. Reach forward, thumbs touch. Last time, elbows back, squeeze the shoulder blades. And then reach it forward. Take your hands to touch this time. And see, can you point your fingers towards the ceiling? And then maybe work towards pointing the fingers back to you. Pressing the heels of the hands together, getting a little stretch here into the wrists. Spreading the fingers a little bit more. If it doesn't work, getting them all the way back to you. They can stay pointed towards the ceiling, but press the hands together lightly. Release the hands back down, maybe roll the shoulders a couple more times. You're going to take your left arm, reach your left arm up, and then start to twist around towards your left. So you can either rest your left hand on the arm of the chair if you have one. If not, you can reach back, maybe hold on to your chair and take your right hand over towards your left leg. If it doesn't work, keep it on the right leg. Gently start to twist your body around towards your left, keeping your heart lifted, your chest lifted. You start to turn your gaze towards the left. See, can you breathe here into your upper back? Imagine sending your breath into your upper back. And then untwist, bringing it back to the center. Take a moment here just to notice any difference between left side and the right side. When you're ready, then coming into right side, right arm reaches up. Start to twist your body around to the right. Either rest your arm on the chair or take a hold of the chair and twist a little bit deeper. Maybe that left hand comes across towards your right leg as you twist a bit more into it. Keep your chest lifted, your chin lifted. Begin to move that right shoulder back, twisting into the sides of the body. Slowly make your way back to the middle, hands to the legs. Sit still for a moment and notice, how does your left side body feel? How does your right side body feel? Do they feel any different to each other? And maybe you notice some differences, maybe you don't. Either is fine. There's no right or wrong answer. Then begin to move your upper body here in big circles. So if you'd like to, and you have a bit more space, you can shuffle forward on your chair slightly, and that will give you a little bit more range of motion. If that doesn't work for you, keep the movement small and controlled. pressing down into the feet as you shift over to the left, move forward, shift to the right, and lean back slightly. Imagining like your upper body is a big wooden spoon, like you're stirring a pot. And then change the direction. So you're starting to sweep the body in big circles the opposite way. Three more circles. And again, you might notice that one side feels a little bit more fluid than the other. One more big circle. And coming back up, sit as tall as you can. Your chest will lift. As you breathe out, start to lean forward, pressing the weight down into the feet. You might stay with the hands resting on your knees. Maybe you bring your elbows down. And if it feels nice, you can rock a little bit side to side here. So you're trying to lengthen your low back. Imagine like you're trying to move your chest forward past your knees, creating all that nice space into the back of the body. When hands press down, come back up. Sit back into your chairs and walk the feet out in front of you. Lift your left heel up and away from the floor. Begin to move your left ankle in circles. You're trying to get your toes to wiggle a little bit here as you move. Getting as much movement into that ankle joint as you can. And change direction. Move the left ankle in circles the opposite way. If your leg gets tired at any stage, feel free to rest it. The heel can come down and you can work on moving with the heel on the floor. If it feels okay for you to continue, start to point the toes away from you and then flex the foot as you move the toes back towards your shin. Point them away and move the heel away from you, toes towards you. Keep moving like this a few times, pointing and flexing the foot. As you point the foot, getting a little stretch into the front of the shin, strengthening the back of the leg. And as you flex the foot, stretching into the back of the leg, into the heel. Release the left leg back down, bring it to a comfortable position and change to the right side. Right leg lifts. Start to move your ankle in circles to begin with. And try to get these circles as big as you're comfortable to go. And change the opposite way. And again, you might notice that this side feels different to the other. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. And so you point and flex the foot. Toes point away from you, toes draw back towards you. A little pause as you point and a little pause as you flex, so you can really feel like you're stretching into the front and the back of the ankle. Release. Right leg back down. Take your hands to the knees. Sit nice and tall. Begin to open the knees away from each other. So you're moving on to the baby toe sides of the feet. And then gently lean it forward slightly, pressing the weight down into the feet. So this is a nice exercise here for strengthening the ankles. Big toes might lift. The baby toes might be able to press down a little more. You might feel like your big toes are still on the floor, but see if you can practice getting them to lift up. Come back up to the center. Keep the knees wide and step the feet out a little bit wider. Lean it forward. Again, think about bringing your chest forward. And see if you can rest the elbows down. Maybe move a little bit here as well. So you're opening up into the inner hips this time. As the feet come wider apart, the toes turn out. The wider the feet go, the deeper this stretch will be. Only come to where feels good for your body. If you have a bit more space and it doesn't restrict your breathing to do so, you might bring your fingertips down towards maybe your shins or your ankles, maybe all the way down to the floor, keeping the knees out wide. Bring the hands back to the legs, press into the legs, slowly make your way back up. Heel toe your feet back in together and extend your left leg out to straight. So depending on where you are on your seat, if you're a little bit further forward, that left leg might straighten all the way. If you're right back onto the chairs, the left leg will stay bent slightly, and that is perfectly fine. If you have arms on your chairs, hold on to the arms. Otherwise, you can hold on to the seat of the chair. You can rest your hands on your legs. Lift your left leg up, keeping it straight, trying to lift the heel as much as you can, and then take a little pulse like you're kicking for 10, 9, 8. You'll feel the top of the leg starting to fire up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release your left leg back down. Make a fist with your left hand, and then using the knuckles, massage out the top of that left leg. So you're going to create a massaging action from your hip down to the knee, and then back again. Hip down to the knee. So always starting off at the hip, and you can work to the outside of the left leg a little, down the center, into the inside, getting rid of any little bit of lactic acid, any heaviness into that left leg. And if this feels a bit tender for you, you can just use the fingers and the hands and do the same thing. And come back again to that same leg. So take your arm variation, hold on to wherever works for you. Extend your left leg out towards straight, where your heel is on the floor and the toes are lifted. And then lift that left leg up, put the heel as high as you can, and kick the heel up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it back down. That is tough. This time with your fist, tap the leg from the top down to the knee. From the top of the thigh all the way down. Just a gentle tapping action. Inside, outside, down the middle of the leg, wherever works for you, wherever feels good. And then changing over to the right side, so right leg will extend out, heel on the floor, toes are lifted. Press down into your left leg, choose where your hands are, and then lift your right leg up. Once it's lifted, take 10 little pulses. 10, 9, kicking the heel higher each time. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it back down. That is my weaker side, so I can definitely feel it working that side a lot more. Make your hand into a fist and then roll the knuckles from the tops of the thigh all the way down to the knee. Gently pressing in, applying as much pressure as you like, as works for you. And again, option to use your fingertips if the knuckles feel a little too severe. Rest back into the chair again, extend the right leg out, second time on this side, lift the right heel, kick the toes towards the ceiling for 10, 9, trying to keep that leg straight, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lower back down. Take your hand into a fist and then gently tap from the hip down to the knee. A gentle movement, just trying to get nice, or lots of fluid into that left leg. Keep everything nice and hydrated and supple. And last time, tapping down towards the knee. And take your fingers, interlace the fingers to the back of the left leg. You're going to use the hands here to help you. With the hands as a cradle at the back of the leg, lift the left knee up and lean back into your chair. You might need to slide forward slightly, but try to keep your chest lifted and your shoulders back. And with that left knee into the chest, flex the foot, toes back towards your shin, and then work towards straightening the left leg and bending it. So you're working towards extending that left leg straight, keeping your chest lifted and bending it. Straightening, bending. Try to stay sitting tall. The leg might straighten, it might not straighten. It's fine either way, you're going to get that work. Strengthening the front of the left leg and stretching the back of it. And then extend the left leg out to straight. Keep it there. Bring your chin down to your chest And see if you can lean forward slightly. Keep trying to lift the leg. Keep bringing the chin to the chest. You should feel a nice stretch down the back of that left leg. Bend your left leg. Hold on to the left shin this time, so fingers interlace around the shin. You can stay with hands on the back of the leg if that works better for you. But open and close the knee joint here a few times. The hip joint even. Keeping your knee closed. Knee nice and close to your body. And come back to the center and do the same thing. Start to bring your chin down to the chest. Seeing if you can bring the left knee into you a little bit more. Like you're trying to bring your nose down to the knee, your knee down to the nose, without shoving or forcing or making this uncomfortable for you or restricting your breath. Come back up and lower your left leg down. Take a moment here. If it works for you, you might move a little side to side. Just find any movement that feels nice before we go into the opposite side. And when you are ready, then your fingers will interlace around the back of the right leg. Draw the right knee up into your chest. Sit tall. Try to bring your shoulders back and then flex your right foot. Toes lift, heels press away from you. Extend the right leg towards straight and bend it. Straighten it. And again, it might straighten, it might go nowhere near straighten, and either is fine. You just want to try and stretch and open the back of your right leg a little bit more. Once more. And take that right knee into your chest. Lift it a little higher. See if you can extend the leg out. And then start to round it forward. Chin towards your chest. Press the heel away from you. Seeing if you can lift the right leg a bit more. Relaxing your head and your neck. Then bend into your right knee. Hold on to this shin, the front of the knee or the shin, and lift the knee up into your chest a little more. Take that gentle movement side to side. Keep your shoulders back, your chest up like you're sitting really proud. Proud of yourself for being here, for doing this practice today, joining in with everybody else and with me. And then come back to the center. And as you move the right knee into the chest a little bit more, can you start to bring your chin down like you're trying to touch your nose off your right knee? Relax your shoulders. Stay here, maybe move a little with the head, the neck. And release your right leg back down, hands to the legs. Take a breath in, lean forward and look up towards the ceiling. Like you're trying to arch your back here, create a big arch in the back and the spine. And then press your hands into your legs and start to round your spine forward, creating a C shape with your body. And again, bring your chest forward and up. Maybe look up and arch the back. And then use the hands, press down into the hands. Start to round your shoulders forward. Bring your chin to your chest. Peel your belly button back towards your spine. And bring yourself back up to a nice tall seat. Rest your legs wherever works for you, wherever is comfortable, and take your hands into fists. With your fists, begin to roll your wrists in big circles. And then changing direction to roll the opposite way. And slowly begin to open and close the hands, fully extending the fingers as you open, and then squeezing them into a nice tight ball as you close the hands. Really reach and spread through the fingers, and then squeeze tightly, wrapping your thumbs around your fingers. Twice more as you are. And shake the hands out. Bring your hands to rest on your legs. Take 3 deep inhales. Breathe in, squeeze the shoulders up. Big sigh, exhale, soften the shoulders down. Twice more. One last time. And then find a really comfortable position in your chairs. Lean all the way back. If you do feel safe to do so, close down the eyes. You can have the hands resting on the legs, or maybe bring the hands, palms facing up, resting one palm into the other. And trust your chair to take the full weight of your body, so you can start to feel like you're becoming a little bit heavier. Without any major effort, see, can you slow down your breath just a little bit more? Slowing down your inhale and your exhale. Noticing any areas of the body that you might be holding tension and seeing if you can release. Oftentimes we hold tension unknown to ourselves in our fingers, our hands, your toes and your ankles. Around the stomach. When we get nervous or anxious about something, there's talk of your stomach being in knots. Can you relax your stomach? Relax all of the muscles around the tummy. And feel your shoulders a little bit heavier, like your hands are holding weight. And then unclench your jaw, your tongue, and soften all of the muscles around your eyes and your forehead. Starting to feel your body a little bit more relaxed, your breath a little bit more calm. Maybe saying to yourself for the next few rounds of breath as you breathe in, repeat in your own head, I am calm. And as you breathe out, I am relaxed. Inviting in a sense of calmness, of relaxation into your body. When you do feel ready to start to come back to the room, take your hands in front of you, keeping the eyes closed down, and rub the hands together until they feel warm. When they do feel warm, bring your hands over your eyes, completely covering the eyes, placing a gentle pressure to the space around the eyes. And then maybe using the hands, the fingers, to give yourself a massage all around your face. Down to your chin, your jaw. Maybe into your hairline. When you're ready, take a big stretch, a big inhale. And a big sigh as you exhale. Thank you all very much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this practice and I hope to see you soon again. Namaste.